Hi guys, Happy New Year. How are we feeling today? Hope you're having a nice time and a nice day, nice hour, nice minute, nice every nice year. Okay, the year is just begun, so there are some certain things that we need to talk about. There are some certain things that we need to know. There are some certain things that we are ought to avoid in order to move forward. What are those things that we are ought to know that seems to be our enemy that doesn't allow us to move forward, to achieve our aim, that keeps on drawing us back, that the only thing that it does is make us to be stagnant. You don't move forward. You don't even think of making an attempt. The only thing this enemy does is making you to understand that nothing is possible, that doing this is not possible, this one is not possible, that some effort that we ought to make in order to achieve our aim in the future is that it can't work. The only thing that this enemy does is to make us understand that nothing works. And the best language that this enemy uses is don't, can't, never. Like empty words, impossibility words. So this kind of enemy, we need to remove it, anything that concerns us for us to move forward. So when we talk about this enemy, what is this enemy that we're talking about? The enemy that we ought to know that sometimes stops us from achieving our aims, make us to have a negative thought in things. Devil is a liar. It's devil that did this. Sometimes devil doesn't do anything in our lives. We are the one punishing ourselves. We are making the decision that we can't make it, or because of the enemies that we have acquired, we have embraced, come in our lives. You have to sit down and ask yourself, what is this enemy? Everything is not about devil. You go to church, you stay in church from morning to evening praying. You have been in chapel from morning to evening. You have gone to your pastor. They give you fasting. You fast from 6 to 6. Even days fasting, like 1 week fasting, month fasting. Why that enemy is telling you all this effort that you are making in terms of prayer is really like prayer works. But when that enemy is there, will I say you're wasting your time? Will I just say it like that? Let me know what other such word. But bear it in mind that once you have this enemy with you, hey, as no ye, Jim Madonala, Jim Weya. Upon you want your wiggy. You praying is not bad. You can pray to God, ask God for things that you want Him to do for you. God is ready to do it for you, but that enemy will come and hold you because you have already accepted the enemy, and the enemy have been in you, is with you. They have not released the enemy. Remember, before they will do deliverance to you, to someone that is being possessed, they will first ask the person, "Do you believe that we can do this for you? Like, do you accept us delivering you? Do you accept that? Do you agree that we can deliver you?" If the person says yes, they will continue. But if once the person, the enemy can never be human friend. All it does is bring you down. Make sure that you don't move forward. Make sure that you remain stagnant all over your life. This enemy doesn't show someone way to, as in way to life. All it does is destroy human life. You keep on complaining, why am I like this? From my first year of adolescence, I've been trying in my life. I've been doing all that I'm ought to do as an adult, but look at me. You keep on complaining, and that is the work of the enemy. So can you just take some minutes and ask yourself, what is this enemy that I am talking about now? What is this enemy that I'm emphasizing on now? What is this enemy that is bringing me back? And sometimes when we plan going forward, this enemy will come and tell you, this, hey, no. And once it comes, you find yourself having another decision like, I've planned doing this, but now that I've gotten inside that this can take this part, and this part I might not make it. Hey, Let me leave it. Forget that life is all about risk, risk, risk. If you don't take risk, you are going nowhere. So, what is this enemy that we're talking about? The enemy that we're talking about today is negativity. Negativity enemy. This negativity enemy will bring you down. In mathematics, you know what is negative? Negative means what? Minus. That is how it will be minusing good things that ought to come your way. It will keep on bringing you down. Okay, as I was saying before, if you want to be delivered, Pastor will first of all ask you, do you want us to deliver you? If you say, yes, I want to be delivered, you see prayer warriors, everybody will start praying, trying to deliver. Once you say, even no matter how how will I call it? What will I call it? No matter the situation that you are, whether you are conscious or subconscious, whether the spirit is holding you tight or you're with yourself, once the pastor asks you, do you want us to deliver you? And you say, no, everybody will just leave you. But once they ask you, do you believe we can rescue you? Do you believe we can deliver you from the hands of these evil people? You say, yes, Pastor, I want to be delivered. Everything has been done. The next thing that you see is pastors and prayer warriors getting prepared, making their prayers and other things. That is another thing that you're supposed to do to this enemy. Reject the enemy and the enemy will flee away from you. Then this enemy is more dangerous than poison. And this enemy is in everybody, but it's only people that resist it that will be the one that will be like, I'm prospering. I have built this house, I have traveled here, I have done, and those people normally take risk. You see those people that goes far, both in financial and economical aspects. They lack nothing, you will be envying them. Look at this person, he has gone far. You start praising them. This person, you start praising. If those people should tell you their story, you believe that. That is when you understand that they don't live a pessimistic life. That enemy is not part of. Then another thing is that this enemy will never help you to understand that success goes with, sometimes you will encounter some failure. That failure is part of success. This enemy will make it understand that once you fail, there's nothing you can do anymore. That's the end of life. Don't try it. The enemy will try to discourage you, then make you to believe that there's nothing that you can do anymore to achieve your aim. But go back to those the story of those people that really made it those days, like Charles Babbage and the one that constructed NEPA. That's Bob. All those people. What's that his name that made this Bob? He tried for 9,999 times before he was able to construct the light. So today I want you to understand that there is an enemy that we human beings need to avoid for we to make it in life. Then I'll give you time to ask yourself, what is this enemy that we're talking about? But I'm going to mention the enemy that later we're going to discuss on the enemy. The enemy that I'm talking about today that can stop one from moving forward, but only think about as in backward, is what we call negativity, which works with pessimistic life. It goes with pessimistic view, not seeing anything good in anything at all. All they are saying is negative, 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 negative. Then in our next video, we are going to talk about negativity. Look at the effects and other things. Thank you so much. See you in my next video.